The first thing that springs to mind for me when you talk about Graeme Dott is how many players would like to change places with him CV-wise. World Championship final 3 times, converted the World Championship once, World Champion winner we're looking at. The other thing that possibly is a strange thing is, apart from those 3 World Finals, he's been very rarely, as we speak, only once on the winners' roster. Why?
It's quite hard to believe, really, isn't it? Maybe just for the World Championship, he was just...
Horses for courses.
Horses for courses, yeah. Just loved the longer matches. Very determined player, very hard, like a dog with a bone, like sometimes, you know. Just very tough to beat. Always gave it his all, you know, and hard to break down, you know, and never sort of wilted at the challenge either. You know, he always had tremendous bottle.
Highly underrated, Sean.
Yeah. Well, the World Championships is one of those events unique on its own because it tests you as well. Not just your game and whether you're any good or not and whether you can play attacking and defence. It tests you, and as a character, Graeme's as tough as they come. He's got that tenacity, he never knows he's beaten, he never gives up. He only knows it's over when he hears the fat lady singing. And for him, she doesn't sing very loud because he won't give up until the very, very last ball is hit. And it's for that reason that he does so well in the longer matches.
Why can't he win something else? I'm not saying he can't, but why hasn't he?
I don't think he loves going away for lengths of periods of time. And when we do go abroad, a sense from Graeme, he wants to go home as soon as he can.
He's not a great traveller. He's one of those that sort of gets a bit of the, you know, the homesickness, and it affects his game. Even though the other success did come in China, but I agree with you, Sean. I think he's more of a home player. He likes the playing in the Masters in the UK and the World Championship, and that's where his best results have come from.
It's interesting technique, pretty short and sharp, isn't it?
Yeah. He also is quite unique in the way that he actually grips the cue, I think, just with 2 fingers at the back. He holds right at the end of the cue and wraps his 2 little smaller fingers around nothing. And he holds it right at the end, which is, you know, fairly rare. You don't see that very often. Very short action, very compact, moves the ball around quite easily. Quite a bit of cue power. I think he's underrated in the cue power department. But when he plays power shots, he has quite a lot of elbow movement. And if that goes wrong, he can miss.
How does he improve?
I think he needs to score heavily and score more when he gets his opportunities, because he does get them. His safety and his tactics generate a lot of chances, and if he could put more people away in one visit, he'd be a handful.
There's nothing wrong with his B game. It's just his A game, and we're only saying because there's you know, small margins amongst the top players. Is that his A game is not up there with the A game of some of the top players, the consistent winners.
I think what the boys were saying, I certainly always seem to play better at the Crucible than I do everywhere else, but I think it's only because it's the only tournament that we have longer matches. So I think maybe if we had more tournaments like the World, I know it's not going to happen, but if we did, I probably would have won more. Hate travelling. I think most of the pros know I don't like travelling. It's the way the game's going now. I miss the kids and miss everything else, but you need to get on with it. It's my career, that's what I need to do, but I don't enjoy it. My elbow moves out a lot, no matter how well I hit the ball. It's kind of like Alec Higgins. Once I've actually hit the shot, my elbow naturally just drops out, so it's not affecting the shot, although it looks absolutely terrible. I know that myself, being a coach, I know myself that it doesn't look good, but it's after the shot, so it doesn't really affect it.